I'm killing myself. And I want more than anything my wall to come down.
When you're my size, it hurts like hell every day to get up and do what I have to do. I gotta go get your brother.
Dottie's life is a suffocating tapestry of maternal duty and physical agony. She is a mother to 2 boys, one with cerebral palsy, yet her own body is a prison that makes every act of care a monumental struggle. The pain is constant, a relentless chorus from her back and legs. She describes herself as grotesque, a sickening figure trapped in a cycle of misery. The most heartbreaking part? The quiet, desperate wish that she could just not wake up. A thought that hangs heavy in the air, a testament to a life that has become unbearable.
Dottie's been overweight since I could remember. When we were little, food disappeared a lot. Dottie would sneak food, and Dottie would hide food.
That was my way of dealing with not having my mother around.
The origin story is a classic tale of parental neglect, a wound that never truly healed. While her sister was groomed for beauty pageants, basking in the glow of their mother's attention, Dottie was left in the shadows. The message was clear: she was not the beautiful one. So she turned to the one thing that offered unconditional comfort: food. Sneaking entire boxes of Girl Scout cookies became a ritual, a desperate attempt to fill the emotional void left by a mother who was too busy chasing crowns to notice her daughter was drowning in calories and self-loathing.
When she asked for a candy bar or some cake, I go get it to make her happy. You can get a 12-pack of drinks.
I tell you what, they're on sale, 3 for $12. Get 3. I'm ready to get out this door.
Her husband, Chris, is the willing accomplice in this slow-motion suicide. He dutifully fills the shopping cart with a parade of junk food, German chocolate cake, sodas, and potato chips, all to make her happy. It's a textbook case of enabling, a misguided attempt to soothe her emotional turmoil with the very poison that is destroying her. He sees her pain, her immobility, her despair, and his only solution is to offer another sugary treat. This isn't love. It's a tragic, codependent dance with death, fueled by a misplaced sense of compassion.
Her situation at home is tough, but she can't use it as an excuse or she's gonna kill herself. So you're 34 years old?
Yes.
Okay. You think you're gonna make it to 40?
No.
I have to agree with you.
Doctor now arrives like a hurricane of truth, tearing through the flimsy excuses and self-pity. After a weigh-in that tops 640 pounds, he wastes no time in diagnosing the real problem. Dottie is using her children as a shield, an excuse to eat herself into an early grave. He dismisses her justifications with surgical precision, reminding her that she is of no use to her family if she is dead. The ultimatum is simple and brutal: lose 40 pounds in 2 months, or the journey ends before it begins. The game is over.
I have not left the hospital room since Daniel got here. I can't stand to see him like this, and I'm very overwhelmed. And I've been so stressed out that I don't even remember what I've been eating.
The first real test arrives in the form of a family crisis, and Dottie fails spectacularly. Her son, Daniel, is rushed to the hospital, and in the ensuing stress, her diet becomes an afterthought. The hospital room is a buffet of fast food: pizza, burgers, pie, a desperate attempt to eat away the anxiety. This isn't a simple slip-up, it's a full-blown relapse, a retreat to the only coping mechanism she has ever known. The addiction is a patient predator, and in this moment of weakness, it has claimed its victory.
Take that pizza and throw it out that door right now. I'm so mad.
Well, we had to have some supper tonight.
So having supper consists of 3 medium pizzas and a chocolate chip pie.
The confrontation with her sister, Delacy, is a brutal, necessary exorcism. Delacy, her voice trembling with a mixture of love and rage, finally says what everyone else has been thinking: "You're killing yourself." She throws the pizza box, a symbol of Dottie's self-destruction, and demands that she stop. This isn't just a fight. It's a desperate plea for her sister to choose life. It's a raw, painful, and long overdue moment of truth, a slap in the face that just might be the wake-up call Dottie so desperately needs.
Okay, then it's time to prove it to me. You go into a hospital right now to be admitted and start your controlled diet. I get what you're dealing with at home, but the excuses have to stop now.
After her disastrous weight gain, Dr. Now makes his move. He doesn't just scold her, he admits her to the hospital, a strategic masterstroke that removes her from the enabling environment of her home. It's the ultimate tough love, a forced intervention designed to break the cycle of excuses and self-sabotage. He's not just treating her body, he's taking control of her life, forcing her to confront her addiction in the most direct and uncompromising way possible. This is her last best hope.
I have worked very hard to get to this point. If I'm not approved, I'd be very disappointed.
Okay, you lost almost 70 pounds this month.
The hospital stay is a resounding success. Freed from the temptations and enabling of her family, Dottie loses a staggering 70 pounds in 1 month. Dr. Now is impressed, and in a moment of triumph, he approves her for weight loss surgery. But the victory is conditional. He makes it clear that the real test will come when she returns home. The surgery is a tool, not a cure, and if she falls back into her old habits, this hard-won victory will be for nothing.
That really pushed me on forward. I still don't like how high the number is on the scale, but I love that it keeps going down.
All right, Dottie, you're doing very good. You're down another 35 pounds over the last month.
The final scene is a portrait of a life reborn. A year later, Dottie is a new woman. Having lost a massive amount of weight, she is active, confident, and for the first time, a true mother to her children. She is no longer a prisoner in her own home, but a vibrant, happy woman who has reclaimed her future. Her journey has been a brutal, emotional war, but she has emerged victorious. This is more than just a story of weight loss. It's a testament to the power of a second chance and the incredible strength of a mother's love.
It's hard. It's real. Sometimes it feels like I'm dead. I cannot do the things that normal people take for granted, like walking to the bathroom.
We open on a scene of pure, unadulterated delusion. Penny, bedridden and nearly 600 pounds, has created a world where she is the queen, and her bed is her kingdom. Her husband, Edgar, is her loyal subject, catering to her every whim. She can't even walk to the bathroom, yet she manages to orchestrate a steady stream of food to her bedside. This isn't just immobility, it's a carefully constructed fortress of denial, a world where the consequences of her addiction are someone else's problem to solve.
Some of it's her fault, some of it is. I think a lot of it has to do with what she was exposed to with my dad. My dad was very abusive to my mom and to us some.
The abuse was something that no kid should have to watch your mom beaten.
The backstory is a tragic tale of domestic abuse and learned helplessness. Penny's father was an alcoholic who terrorized the family, and as the eldest, she bore the brunt of his rage. Food became her only escape, a silent rebellion against a world that felt both chaotic and cruel. Her sisters recount the horror of watching their mother be beaten, a trauma that has clearly left an indelible mark on all of them. This isn't just about overeating. It's about a woman who has spent her entire life using food to build a wall against the world.
I know she likes ice cream.
Ed loves Penny, but Penny is very stubborn, and Ed does enable her. He buys whatever she tells him, and if he doesn't, he's gonna be in trouble.
Edgar is a tragic figure, a man so beaten down by his wife's demands that he has become a willing accomplice in her self-destruction. He dutifully goes to the grocery store, filling the cart with a cornucopia of junk food, chips, soda, cake mix, candy, all at her command. Her sisters admit that he doesn't have much of a choice. If he doesn't bring her what she wants, he'll be in trouble. This isn't a marriage, it's a hostage situation, with Penny as the captor and Edgar as the terrified, compliant hostage.
Can you move your feet for me?
Well, yes and no.
Can we turn the oxygen off?
I'm on oxygen 24 hours a day.
But if your oxygen saturation is better than mine, why do you need to have oxygen?
Dr. Now is a breath of fresh, brutally honest air in a room thick with delusion. After a weigh-in that confirms her massive size, he immediately confronts her with the reality of her situation. He's not just a surgeon, he's a lie detector, and he sees right through her performance of victimhood. His questions are a barrage of surgical strikes, dismantling her carefully constructed narrative of helplessness. He's not just treating her body, he's performing an exorcism on her psyche.
Good morning.
Hello.
So, how you feeling?
I definitely can feel the difference when I start losing weight. So I don't even have the roll that I normally punch my insulin into.
So you're missing your rolls?
I'm absolutely missing a roll.
The surgery is a technical success, but a psychological failure. Penny loses an initial 40 pounds in the hospital, but her attitude remains stubbornly unchanged. She refuses to get up, to walk, to participate in her own recovery. She has convinced herself that the surgery is a magic wand, and that any further effort is unnecessary. Dr. Now is baffled by her lack of motivation, her complete and utter refusal to take responsibility for her own life. This isn't a patient on the road to recovery. It's a woman who is content to remain a prisoner in her own bed.
Very
bariatric soft diet, 1,200 calories.
Why am I on a soft diet?
That's the orders that he...
Well, he needs to get his poop in a group or else I'm gonna order something. This is so stupid.
The post-surgery defiance is a masterclass in manipulation. When confronted with a soft diet, Penny throws a tantrum, demanding to know why she's being punished. She's already plotting her next move, convinced that she knows more than the doctors. This isn't a patient recovering from surgery. It's a prisoner testing the bars of her cage. The entitlement is breathtaking, a clear sign that the surgery has done nothing to address the deep-seated psychological issues that are the true source of her addiction.
You haven't lost any weight. You gained weight since the surgery. Okay? You should be right now walking. You should be around 250 pounds.
The way in after she returns home is a complete and utter disaster. Penny hasn't just failed to lose weight, she's gained. Dr. Now is incensed, his voice dripping with a mixture of disbelief and disgust. Penny, in a moment of stunning delusion, blames the scales, insisting they must be wrong. The denial is so profound, so absolute, that it's almost comical. She has created a reality where she is the victim and everyone else is part of a grand conspiracy to make her look bad.
She applied herself. She has good chances as anybody else. But I don't see any willingness to want to get well.
I don't have it in me to go any further, but so my mind is just tired.
The confrontation with Catherine is a hurricane of entitlement and delusion. After months of her devoted care, Penny turns on her, dismissing her sacrifices and demanding more. Catherine, her voice trembling with a mixture of rage and heartbreak, finally snaps, calling her out for her selfishness and lack of gratitude. This isn't just a fight, it's a reckoning, the moment where the enabler finally finds her voice and speaks the truth that everyone else has been too afraid to say. It's a brutal, necessary, and long overdue reality check.
Successful in the world's eyes, the fact that I did all of this so far changed my path in life forever.
The final scene is a tragic portrait of a life wasted. 1 year after her surgery, Penny has made no progress. She is still bedridden, still dependent on Edgar, still trapped in a cycle of self-pity and delusion. Her son's kindergarten graduation is a painful reminder of all that she has lost, a milestone she can only witness through a video screen. Her story is a heartbreaking cautionary tale, a testament to the fact that surgery can only fix the body. The mind and the will to live is a battle that must be fought and won from within.
Every single molecule in my body is painful. To be inside of my body, it is pain. It is sadness. Most of the time, I'm like, maybe it'd be better if I just don't wake up, because every single day I look at myself in the mirror.
Brittany's world has shrunk to the size of her own shadow, a suffocating prison of self-loathing. Every morning is a confrontation with a body she calls the most disgusting thing in the world. At over 600 pounds, the simple act of bathing is an exhausting, painful ritual that leaves her feeling defeated before the day has even begun. She hides from her husband, terrified that the reality of her physical form will shatter his affection. This is not just life with limitations, it is a slow, agonizing surrender, a daily psychological drowning where even waking up feels like a punishment.
The time I do get up is to get food. I think about food nonstop, from the moment I wake up till the moment I go to bed.
The source of this profound self-destruction is a wound carved deep in her childhood. A 6-year-long ordeal of molestation by a family member taught her a devastating lesson. Vulnerability is dangerous. Food became her armor, a way to build a physical wall around a shattered sense of self. It was her only source of happiness, a silent, reliable comfort in a world of confusion and fear. This isn't just about overeating. It's a tragic, lifelong attempt to eat away the pain of a trauma she was forced to endure in silence.
Chocolate ice cream or
the chocolate?
I am a full-on enabler, and I am very aware I'm an enabler.
Okay, are we done?
Actually, you're gonna have to park here for a minute.
Her husband, Bill, is the tragic co-conspirator in this slow suicide. He openly admits to being a full-on enabler, dutifully fetching the mac and cheese and other high-calorie requests that are cementing her immobility. He understands the mechanics of their dynamic. Her anxiety from being in public triggers a need for food, and he provides it to quell the panic. It's a heartbreaking cycle of codependency where love has been tragically confused with participation in the very addiction that is destroying the person he cherishes.
So you're overweight and he's overweight.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard to change it.
Yes.
Unless we change the whole dynamic of household. Let me just listen to your heart. Do you get short of breath with the activity?
Yeah.
Dr. Nauseraden enters the scene not as a surgeon, but as an exorcist. He immediately diagnoses the toxic symbiosis of Brittani's food addiction and Bill's enabling. He sees a couple where both are overweight, and the entire household dynamic revolves around feeding her compulsions. He delivers the stark, unforgiving truth: lose 40 pounds in 1 month, no snacks, no excuses, or the journey ends before it begins. It is a necessary and brutal disruption of the comfortable, deadly fantasy they have built together. The games are over.
I'm so anxious right now. I have to have lost the 40 pounds the doctor needed me to get approved. Everything I've done has to have been enough.
570.
I'm a little discouraged right now. I don't feel like it's quite the victory I wanted.
In an act of astonishing commitment, Brittani and Bill pack up their lives and move to Houston. At her first follow-up, the scale reveals a 35-pound loss. While just shy of the 40-pound goal, Dr. Now sees her dedication, the move, the strict diet, and rewards her with the ultimate prize: approval for gastric bypass surgery. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated triumph, a hard-won victory that validates every sacrifice. The surgery is not a gift, but an earned tool for the life she is fighting to reclaim.
For the first time in my life, I didn't have cravings. I didn't realize how much I was using food to help me feel safe. And just the fact that I knew it was there when I needed it was comfort.
Post-surgery, Brittani is plunged into a profound existential crisis. The physical craving for food is gone, but in its place is a terrifying emotional void. She describes feeling lost, confused, and as though she is grieving a death. Her lifelong coping mechanism, her best friend, has been surgically removed, leaving her emotionally naked and terrified. This isn't just a difficult recovery, it's the painful, necessary withdrawal from the only anesthetic she has ever known. The real work, the psychological healing, has just begun.
Is recognizing that fear, that's a symptom of trauma. Your nervous system is actually stressed, right? And food calms your nervous system. So it's not actually silly, it makes a lot of sense. Because it's very effective.
Then I get that guilt of, why did you do that?
Then you have shame,
Yeah.
right? So it's no longer effective.
The therapy session is a pivotal turning point. Brittani finally gives voice to the trauma that has held her captive for decades, explaining that food was her shield, her way of feeling safe. The therapist offers a crucial reframing. The coping strategy that saved her as a child has become the source of her shame as an adult. It's a moment of profound clarity, a cathartic release of a burden she has carried in silence for far too long. This is the beginning of her true liberation, not from fat, but from fear.
I'm not gonna break it, right? Are you sure? Okay. Ugh. I can't do it, you guys.
What's the matter?
I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't.
Back down.
The disastrous date night becomes a powerful, if humiliating, catalyst. After a successful dinner out, a simple attempt to climb into a horse-drawn carriage ends in failure and shame. The public spectacle of her physical limitations is a crushing blow, a stark reminder of how far she still has to go. But instead of retreating into the comfort of food, she channels the embarrassment into a new, ferocious determination. This setback is not a defeat. It's the fuel that ignites a new, more powerful phase of her recovery.
To start getting healthy and to do what it takes to get my life back. I'm really hoping that I see around 380 because I have been working really hard.
A year in, and Brittani is a new woman. At 375 pounds, having lost over 230 pounds, she is a vision of strength and confidence. She's working out, she's taking care of her home, and most importantly, her relationship with Bill has transformed from a caretaker dynamic into a true partnership. She is no longer hiding from the world, but embracing it with a fierce joy. Her journey is a powerful testament to the fact that even the deepest wounds can heal, and that a life of happiness is always worth fighting for.
I need help with just about everything.
You ready?
My wife has to take care of me and clean me because I can't do it by myself. It's humiliating.
Chad's life is a suffocating portrait of complete dependency. He's so large that his wife, Aisha, must perform the humiliating ritual of bathing him, a task that leaves him feeling less like a husband and more like another child in the house. The exhaustion is palpable. The simple act of cleaning himself is so draining that he collapses back into bed immediately afterward. This isn't a marriage, it's a full-time caregiving job, and the crushing guilt is eating him alive. He's trapped, and the desperation in his eyes tells you everything you need to know.
There was a never-ending supply of food in our house growing up. If I ate something in the fridge The next day it was so my brother, my sister, and I, we always had food.
The origin story is a classic recipe for disaster. His mother equated food with love, creating a home where the pantry was a bottomless pit of comfort. This laid the foundation, turning him into the 300-pound Dean Machine in high school, a local celebrity whose size was both a source of pride and shame. His identity became intrinsically linked to being bigger than everybody else, a dangerous psychological trap. Food was never just sustenance. It was an emotional crutch, a reward system, and a core part of his identity from the very beginning.
I have 2 kids. Quay, she's 10, and Jojo, who was 9, who's autistic. The kids have to enter my world to do anything. I can't go out and do anything.
This family dynamic is heartbreakingly codependent. Chad, imprisoned in his chair, is completely reliant on Aisha and their young daughter, Taqwa, for every single thing. He can't play with his kids. They have to enter his tiny, stationary world to interact with him. Aisha is forced to be a single parent to 3 people, her 2 children and her immobile husband. He watches her do everything, consumed by a guilt that is just as crippling as his physical state. She's not just his wife, she's his unwilling warden.
So what do you do all day?
Sit, watch TV.
Who fixed the food?
Her and my daughter.
And they okay with that, or?
They're not okay with it. The problem is if I don't get it, I become mean.
Enter Dr. Nauzaradan, the only person in the room not drowning in denial. After the scale screams a shocking 701 pounds, the doctor wastes no time dissecting Chad's web of excuses. He immediately identifies the toxic family dynamic, pointing out how Chad manipulates them with his temper to get the food that's killing him. The verdict is swift and brutal. Lose 40 pounds in 1 month or the journey is over. It's the first real boundary Chad has faced in years, and the shock is palpable.
Just hopefully it shows the doctor how dedicated we are.
Hello.
How are we doing today?
I'm doing okay. How you all doing?
Good, good.
You lost 40 pounds exactly. Everyone did great.
The second weigh-in is a stunning triumph. Chad steps on the scale and hits his 40-pound weight loss goal exactly. The sheer joy and relief on his face is a beautiful thing to witness. After a lifetime of failures, this is a monumental victory. Dr. Now, seeing the genuine effort and commitment, immediately approves him for surgery. This isn't just a medical milestone. It's a validation of his hard work and the first tangible reward for choosing to fight for his life.
He hasn't been eating nothing. The only thing that he's had that's been staying down is pudding.
I'm scared something's really wrong, but I still don't want to ask the doc about it because I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
The post-surgery complication is a terrifying but necessary wake-up call. Chad admits he couldn't afford one of his crucial medications and simply stopped taking it, a decision that caused dangerous swelling and landed him back in the hospital for an emergency procedure. This isn't just a medical setback, it's a stark lesson in accountability. His habit of doing whatever he wants almost cost him his life. This painful stumble proves that surgery is not a magic cure. It is a tool that requires unwavering discipline.
Sorry for not being there for you guys. I just sat there and let you do everything. And it's not fair to you, it's not fair to the kids. I just want to try to be the man that I'm supposed to be. It's time to stop looking for excuses, start doing the things I said I want to do.
This is the moment of true catharsis. After taking over the household duties while Aisha is sick, Chad is overwhelmed with remorse. He sits her down and, for the first time, offers a raw, heartfelt apology for the years of being a burden. He is finally confronting the emotional wreckage his addiction has caused, and Aisha's immediate forgiveness is a powerful act of grace. This isn't just an apology, it's the death of the old Chad and the birth of a man ready to be a husband and father again.
Yeah, pretty much speaks for itself.
You'll get there.
It's really discouraging. I'm really disappointed right now.
Thank you. Take care of yourself.
I thought I was ready, but I wasn't.
The job interview is a brutal, humiliating, and absolutely essential dose of reality. Full of newfound confidence, Chad attempts to climb into a truck, the very act that signaled the end of his old life, and fails. He physically cannot do it. The shame is crushing, but it serves as the ultimate motivator. This real-world failure is more powerful than any doctor's warning. It's the final push he needs to stop making excuses, get to the gym, and truly begin the hard work of reclaiming his future.
We do fun things together as a family. This is something I could never do when I was 700.
Get this foot on that dot, so it goes straight up.
This is everything I wish for. for him to get better so he can do more things with the kids.
The final scene is a perfect picture of a life reclaimed. A year later, Chad, having lost an incredible 260 pounds, is at a bowling alley with his family, a happy, active participant in their lives. He is no longer the man in the chair, but a father playing with his children. His journey from a 700-pound prisoner to a functioning, joyful human being is nothing short of miraculous. This isn't just about weight loss, it's about the redemption of a man who decided to fight for his family and, in doing so, saved himself.